Dropping today, AVerMedia is releasing their newest external capture card, which is designed specifically for use on the current consoles. So not only will you get a lag-free 4K 60 HDR pass-through, but you can capture rock-solid gameplay footage in 4K 30 or 1080p 60. But what if you have a high refresh monitor or TV and you're focusing on high FPS gaming? You can also get a lag-free pass-through at 1440p 120 or 1080 120. I don't know why 1080 wouldn't be higher, like 240 Hz. But most importantly, this is the first external capture card to feature VRR, or variable refresh rate, which your shiny new PS5 or Xbox Series definitely has, and hopefully your TV or monitor does as well, because you need it. A quick disclaimer, this product was sent for review, but this is going to be an honest, comprehensive review. I haven't been paid or told to say anything about it, so you can rest assured if there's any cons, shortcomings, or areas of improvement, you're going to hear about it, so these companies can make a better product their next version or iteration. Now, before we get into unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this capture card from AVerMedia, I do want to mention that they are one of the OGs when it comes to external capture cards. And a lot of capture cards on the market, such as the Razer Ripsaw before they released the Ripsaw HD, was a direct clone of an AVerMedia capture card, basically rebranded with a different logo on the case. As for the packaging and included accessories of AVerMedia's latest capture card, you do have some red branding as that is their theme color, and something that caught my eye is this little green badge that says, hey, I'm eco-friendly. I don't drive a Prius because I'm a box, but if I didn't take public transportation, I'd drive an eco-friendly vehicle. You do have two transparent wafer stickers, one on each side of the box, simplistic black inner box with AVerMedia on top. You have your device held in place by cardboard, wrapped in plastic. Take your lucky pinky finger, stick it in the hole and joint it, and you are going to get your accessories. You do have a USB-C cable. It's pretty short, about a 3-footer, not braided, just rubber, not very flexible, not very lightweight. Will get the job done though. As for the included HDMI cable, which I'm not going to remove from this packaging because I have about 1 million of these bad boys, not 1 million. I would have no room in my house to live, but more cables than I have devices though, we'll say that. This is short, it's about a 3-footer, but on the bright side, it is a high speed, which you would have to be because this is 4K 60 pass-through with 4K 30 capture. Not bad. 3 pieces of documentation, which is 2 more than necessary. These have the same information. This is English, this is Chinese, the Rosetta Stone working for me, but not that well. If you have any issues, bust out your smartphone, scan one of these QR codes, it'll take you to customer support, or if you love this thing, they want to hear about it on social media, of course. Here's your actual instruction manual, pamphlet, or brochure, which I am quite a connoisseur of. Good boy. This is decent. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. English is the primary language. The font is decent. However, the biggest gripe with this piece of parchment is the fact that this is a partial instruction manual. They're prompting you to scan this QR code if you need more information. Why would you need more information? Just put it all in the brochure. As for the build quality, as with virtually every other capture card I have used or tested, it doesn't feel great. The plastics feel incredibly cheap and chintzy, like some parts bin specials that were slapped together, but hey, it's a capture card. It's pretty much just going to set this on your desk and forget it. The device is also extremely light, manufacturer's weight and dimensions on screen here. And it does have rubberized feet on the bottom, which are relatively grippy, but the device is so light that it doesn't really hold itself down under its own weight very well. It ain't a paperweight or nothing. This is by no means this device's final home, and this cable management is making me sick to my stomach. However, I wanted you to get a good look at the back of the device so I can show you where to plug all the cables. The device that you're recording to, meaning your desktop or laptop, you're going to have your USB-C cable connected to. Then for HDMI input, this is coming off the back of your console or the device that you're capturing gameplay footage from. And the HDMI cable from your output is going to go to your television or monitor, whatever screen you're actually gaming on and looking at your pass-through. And when there is no video source detected, you will be getting this flashing red LED. However, once you turn on your actual console, that will stop. And when you start getting a clean image out, you will get a solid blue light, and most importantly, you will see your image. Just ignore those wires there. It's gross. Over here at the PC, capturing some Grand Theft Auto 5 footage from the PlayStation 5 using the AVerMedia capture card. And the image that I'm seeing on my monitor is virtually indistinguishable from when I'm not using a capture card as a middleman or intermediary device. Meaning using this capture card, the image that I'm seeing doesn't look any uglier or any less smooth or choppy than when I'm playing connected directly to my TV in the front room or my monitor in this room. And yes, I was driving without looking at the road. Don't recommend it. Little fender bender over there. And as you can hear, I have my game sound, which I do have a separate slider for in OBS, so I can control my game sound independently from my voice, my teammates in Discord, or maybe a music service like Spotify or Pandora. Let me show you what that looks like right now. Wow, that's loud. Let me show you how to get that up and running. A quick troubleshooting tip, there is a setting you can turn off in your PlayStation 5 if you are not getting an image from your capture card. And this setting is not exclusive to this capture card. I had to do the exact same thing on my Elgato's and the Razer Ripsaw HD. Coming over here to the cog icon in the top right, this will pop you into your settings. Scroll down to System. then HDMI, and then turn off enable HDCP. Some games and applications, such as video streaming apps like Netflix, may not work, which is unfortunate, but if you're not seeing an image from your capture card to your monitor, turn this off and 90% of the time it will remedy your issue. To get your new capture card discovered in OBS, I do recommend starting a new scene specifically for your console, which you can do at this plus icon, and name it something like console capture or PS5 screen. Then to add a new source, come down here to the plus icon and come over here to video capture device. As you can see, we already have PS5 screen, but if we didn't, go to create new and type in the desired name. PS5 screen. Click OK, and it will automatically pop open this properties menu. If it does not, double click on the source and it will pop it open. For more visibility working on these settings, I recommend grabbing this line and pulling it up. Now, this capture card and OBS do a phenomenal job of communicating with each other to where these defaults are the proper values, so I recommend not touching any of these. However, in order to capture your gameplay sound, you're going to come down here to audio device and click this box that says use custom audio device, and in drop down select HDMI line in Live Gamer Extreme 3 and click OK. Now you will have a separate slider down here for your gameplay sound, and as you can see, my microphone is captured right here with my XLR mixer, and now I have independent control of my gameplay sound, which generally I would like substantially quieter than my voice. Also, by default, your gameplay will most likely be in this tiny little box. Go ahead and right click anywhere within this box, come down to transform, and then fit to screen, and now your gameplay will fill up the whole screen. But make sure that you pull your gameplay down here below your face cam, or else that's really all there is to it. The warranty with this device, in case God forbid something goes wrong, is 2 years in the United States. Now, as for the cons, pros, and verdict on the AVerMedia capture card, we're going to get the cons out of the way because there is less of them. The build quality on every capture card I've ever put my gamer paws on feels like it's going to crumple into dust in my hands because it's made out of paper mache. And unfortunately, this device is no different. It is feather light, which could be seen as a positive for portability. Next up, I wish you had independently addressable audio tracks for the 3.5mm jacks. I did look for them inside of OBS as well as Slobs or Streamlabs OBS. Well, they just call it Streamlabs now. And unfortunately, unlike the Ripsaw HD, which had a clearly labeled separate track for an audio input, so maybe you're running a splitter off of your controller so you can capture your buddies talking inside of Xbox Live or PlayStation Chat. It's not what it's called, but you know, the PlayStation Online. But it appears all the audio sources from this capture card, so there's technically three, the two 3.5mm jacks, and then obviously your game sound through HDMI is all going to be spliced into one source or output, which you cannot separate in something like OBS. Secondly, I wish the pass-through could go to a higher refresh rate than 120 Hz, because if 1440 does 120p, it would be great if 1080p could do 240. So if you're on a 144 Hz monitor, which is incredibly common, or something even higher, you can still take advantage of your monitor's native refresh. As for the pros, this is one of the only external capture cards I've ever used that I could leave HDCP engaged on my PlayStation 5 and still get an image out of it. 2, I noticed absolutely zero input lag or delay while using this capture card. It literally looked like I was just staring at my normal monitor or TV without going through the capture card first, which is exactly what you want, especially if you're playing a game like a shooter or a racing game where milliseconds of lag can have you getting your canned corn creamed. An obvious pro is the fact that this supports HDR or high dynamic range. It would be great if that was also on the capture, but having it on the pass-through is fantastic. And this is the first external capture card to support VRR, which we've been patiently standing by for about a year and 9 months since the current generation consoles dropped for a capture card to offer this service that these consoles make great use of. As for the verdict, this card has my highest recommendations as an external capture card. I think it's incredibly consistent with the picture quality. I noticed zero frame rate stutter, tearing, lag, any unsavory picture quality whatsoever. The gameplay captures were crisp and exceeded my standards. Oh yeah, and you've got AVerMedia's warranty. Hopefully don't need to do that because this thing just came out today. Hopefully you don't need warranty information for many moons, many fortnights. Now the retail price of this capture card is $170 US. However, with an exclusive discount code that was extended to me from AVerMedia for the audience here at Gamer Heaven, that's in the description below, and that will knock the price down to $150. And for that price point, this is a phenomenal capture card. This product is linked in the description below if you'd like to check it out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out AVerMedia's, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding. Starting June, I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily. All the time. 60% of the time. Sometimes. Most of the time. Peace.